Blessings and greetings, everyone. It's your boy Garnet J coming at you tonight, with the late night money special, right? It's been a while since I've been up this late, giving game. So I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to give you a different segment because I know a lot of persons out there are up at this point in time in the night, stressed out. We're always thinking about, the job the next day. So I'm like, you know what? Let me come out and, just speak and give people some hope and some ways how they can level up and make some money. So guys, introducing the late night money special. It's your boy Garnet J coming at you. Alright, so guys, out here we always talk about money, right? And how we make the money, right? And here's the thing. We have to think about how do we protect it. And as a coach, I can't just be talking about, how you make money. We have to know how to retain the money. How do we keep and how do we transfer it, right? We have to think about these things, right? Because it's not just about making the money. We have to learn how to keep it and transfer it, because we know a lot of persons out there, right? They make the money and they lose it very quickly because they don't have any financial knowledge, right? So I'm here as a financial instructor, consultant, insurance advisor, and also, investment advisor, right? So I'm like, all right, you know what? My people out here, I always tell them how to make the money. So now it's the time to show them how to keep the money and show them how to protect the money. And there's 3 ways, guys, how we can lose money, whether it's through a business or whether it's through, your regular job, or whether it's through, any way how you make money, right? There's 3 things that's going to cause and that's going to prevent you from making the money, right? So we're going to start off the topic tonight with life insurance, right? A lot of persons, once they hear about life insurance, right, they say, okay, this is something that you get because when you die, your family pass on the money, and a lot of persons stray away from it, right? But guys, have you ever heard the term infinite banking, right? Have you ever heard the term, what? Money. Be your own bank, right? Have you ever heard the term? I know this term is out there lingering on the internet, and tonight I'm going to explain and tell you how do you become a bank, right? But let's start off first with the 3 different types of money hindrances. How do you, lose your money quickly, right? And the first thing is through critical illness, whether it's through like a cancer, right? You get a stroke, heart disease, or some mental disorder. That's the first thing that's going to prevent you from making money, right? Sickness. Critical illness, right? The second thing is death, right? If you die, right, which majority of the person don't want to hear, but at some point in time we have to think about it, right? If you basically are gone away, right, you can't make no money, and then you're not going to be able to support your family, right? So we have to think about that. And also disability, right? Disability is a temporary measure where you're incapacitated for a particular time where you cannot basically, make any money. So we have to think about those 3 different ways, right? These 3 things that are going to cause us to not make any money. Disability, critical illness, right? And basically death, right? So that's how. These are the 3 things that are going to prevent us from not making the money. Apart from, you knowing how to make money, right? So we have to think about it. And the product, which is life insurance, solve these needs, guys. Right? Life insurance is called life insurance, not death insurance. And it pisses me off a lot of times when I hear people say, oh, this is something you get to prepare you when you die. Like even the other day I was speaking to a client, right? And, he had some investment products. So I was going over his investment products. And he said to me, check these papers out. I'm like, all right, this is no life insurance. This is just critical illness and, some stuff to prevent you from, disability. And he called his agent, and the agent said to him, because he's asking about, hey, the papers that you gave me, are these life insurance products? And the lady said, no, life insurance is for somebody when they're dying or when they're going to die. It pissed me off so much telling the person that, hey, life insurance is for somebody when they're going to die. Like, how can you give such misinformation, right? Life insurance is where the rich put all their money. Even the banks have life insurance. Listen, guys, right? The real wealthy, life insurance is where they put their money, right? I'm around this cause. This is where they, listen, with a life insurance policy, right? You can basically have savings, you can have death benefits, And guess what? It's tax deferred, right? When you have certain life insurance investment, you don't pay tax on it, right? This is where the rich put all their money. So guess what? I'm here coming on this live telling you like, yo, we have to operate like the rich, right? We have to do what they're doing. And these are some of the products that are available out there that we do not utilize because guess what? We have no knowledge about it. We have no knowledge about life insurance products. And that's why I'm here and I'm going to give you the information, right, about life insurance and how you can weaponize it, how you can become your own bank, how you can basically, defer taxes, how you can offer protection, right? Life insurance, guys, is a product that you have to pay attention to. But guess what? There's a whole lot of different life insurance products out there. So let me give you the one that's gonna, level up your life and help you to make money. Right? You have the whole life, you have the universal life, and with the United States, they have this special one called Index Universal Life, right? With this product, right? Let me explain and show you how you become your own bank, right? So with these products, you have two parts to it. You have the death benefit that a lot of persons advertise out there. Like, hey, when you die, you pass on this to your family, right? That's what they advertise. But they don't tell you about the part that is called the sum insured, or the cash value part, or the part that you can save, right? When you have a life insurance product, once you have the right advisor, not term, right? Guys, remember, do not open a term if you want to level up in life. Term is for the death benefit part, right? You don't want to use term for it. Or if, for example, you have like a mortgage, right? And you want to use the term to cover the mortgage in the event something happens to you. That's what you use the term for, right? Literally. Those are the two purposes. Like, as a disclaimer, this is for educational purposes, right? I'm not advising because I only have a fiduciary objective for the jurisdiction of Canada, right? So this is not basically advice, but I'm just giving you some information that you need to know out there about life insurance, right? So with the life insurance, but not the term, we're talking about permanent, where you have a cash value and you have the debt benefit part. So with the cash value, guys, this is where you can put money in, and guess what? If anything happens to you, that basically goes to your family also, right? The debt benefit goes to your family, and the sum insured part can also go to your family again. And then guess what? You can invest, right? So here's the main key part about these policies, which is the whole life, universal life, and index. There's other variations, but the main part that you need to know is that this is a product where you can save money tax-free, right? So you're a business owner, you need $100,000, and you're like, okay, if I don't spend this $100,000, right, the IRS is gonna take it, or the CRA is gonna take it, right? You put it in a life insurance policy, right? That life insurance policy is also basically a tax write-off for you. However, with the life insurance policy, you get to save a portion of it. Yes, there's a premium, right? So you have to pay for the product, right? But majority is gonna go towards the cash value side. And with the cash value side, here's what you're gonna do, right? Remember, it is invested, right? You can get a guaranteed investment, or you can get an investment where you invest in different stock markets. For example, the UL and the IUL policy, right? You can invest in the stock market with these policies. But the main key part about it is that the life insurance, you can basically save your money, right? And then you can borrow against it, right? When you borrow against it, you still have your money growing. And then the money that you borrowed against, which is going to be a loan, and you don't pay taxes on loans, right? You can take that money out and then do what you want to do with it. You can either eat it, which is not what I would recommend you to do, but you can basically go buy real estate with it, invest into the cryptocurrency market, because that's another strategy I tell people to utilize, right? You can start your own business, right? So that's what people out there do not know. This is what they're talking about, this whole infinite banking, where you take out a life insurance policy, you dump money into the life insurance policy. A part of it is a debt benefit, right? And then the sum insured part is a part that is growing, and you can borrow against it. And guess what, guys? You don't have to pay back the loan. You don't have to pay back the loan, because guess what? It's going to come out of the debt benefit portion. So if you default on the loan or something happens to you, right? Remember, the debt benefit is always more than the cash value. So at the end of the day, the insurance company is going to say, okay, no problem. Listen, if you don't pay it back, listen, we take it out of the debt benefit. All good, right? That's all good. Listen, guys, these products were not available to the regular people. It was only available to the rich, right? Walt Disney, that's where he built his wealth. That's what he basically borrowed against his life insurance policy to build Disney World, right? You can fact check me, right? You can go check on the internet if what I'm saying makes sense, right? So we have to think about these vehicles out there that are in our faces and we're not utilizing them, right? So guys, this month, I'm going to be giving you the different game with regards to life insurance, right? We're going to break it down, right? And the beautiful thing about life insurance, right? You see how I was talking about you basically, dumping your money into it because it's something that you can use to save and accumulate wealth, right? You can borrow against it, so you take a loan against it and go invest into other markets. But here's the thing, with the right company, with the right advisor, you can incorporate a critical illness to it, right? Because that's one of the key components that's going to prevent you from making money, right? You can incorporate a disability. So, for example, you fracture your arm, right? If you're a construction worker and you fracture your arm or foot and you can't work, it's going to prevent you from making money. So, with a critical illness or disability, right, at the end of the day, you can get a payout, right? You can get a payout. So think about that, guys, right? People are advertising these life insurance products the wrong way. And I'm here to give you the right information. So don't think about life insurance and thinking about death. There's a reason why it's called life. So let me go over the key benefits of the life insurance, right? You can have a life insurance policy, namely the whole life, guys. Listen to what I'm saying. The whole life, the universal life, right? And also for some persons out there who are in the United States, the IUL policy, right? So with these products, right, you can build a cash value in your life insurance policy. So you have the death benefit part, you have the life insurance part, the part that you can utilize, right? And then there's something called a rider or an extra feature, just for simplistic purposes, where you can incorporate a critical illness and a disability, right? And why are these things important? For example, say you're healthy right now, right? You are, healthy right now. You think you don't really need a critical illness, but for example, down the road, eat some bad stuff, anything happens, because these things happen unexpectedly, right? Where you just get a diagnosis that, hey, you have some mental disorder like meningitis, or something happens, right? And you have this policy in force, you can get a payout, right? Depending on what the condition is, you can get a disability payout, right? You can get a accidental fracture payout if you hurt yourself, right? Or if you're diagnosed with this thing called cancer. Guys, I'm going through that thing right now within my family, right? And it knocked on my door, right? Don't wait until it knocks on your door to get yourself set up, right? Because these things happen so unexpectedly, right? And right now, I vow, like, every person who's in my family who I've come in contact with, we're all going to basically open life insurance policies. And I want to make this a trend out there, right? Guys, you need to protect yourself, right? You need to protect your income. Don't wait until it knocks on your door. It knocked on my door, so that's why I'm taking this thing really serious. It's not just about making money, it's about protecting your money, right? No GoFundMe accounts. When somebody in our family goes away, we should be richer, not poor. No GoFundMe foolishness. We ain't gonna do that, right? And this is why I'm advocating about this product, right? Going forward, I'm gonna be giving you the information with regards to life insurance. How do you weaponize it? How do you utilize it for tax deferral? And how you can use it for asset protection, right? And also transferation of wealth. My apologies about the, right? How we can transfer the wealth through life insurance policies, right? Life insurance is the one-stop shop, guys. This is the key component of the rich, right? You have a product that allows you to grow your money. You can borrow against it and you have to pay no money back on it. You get it as a loan, so you don't pay any taxes on it because it's a loan, right? You can have protection while you're living, right? Through critical illness, disability, accidental, and there's other riders out there. And also, if anything happens, your dependents, right, or your beneficiaries can get that money without being taxed, right? for business owners out there, right? You can set up certain policies where your business key components, like the key persons within your business, right? Say for example, you have like a architecture company or how would I say, an information technology company, right? And you have some key components. You can get key person insurance. So if that person happens, your business is gonna suffer, right? So you have that person's insured. For persons out there that are like having partnership, you can have a joint, life insurance partner agreement, right? Crisscross insurance. There's so many different products out there, guys, and I'm gonna break it down so you can understand this life insurance thing, how you can really become a walking bank, right? Where you can transfer your wealth, or you can basically protect yourself, right? Life insurance, guys, is the key to the riches, right? I'm like the Trojan horse. I've gone into these rooms, I've got the information. I'm like, my God, this thing has been in our faces so much and we're not utilizing it. Listen, guys, right? This is the thing that we have to, take note of. The little things that are in our faces that we, skim over. Oh, life insurance, whatever. Well, this is what the rich are really using, and for my persons who are in the islands, right? A lot of violence is going on, right? And don't misinterpret what I'm going to say now, but a lot of violence is going on in the islands, right? And a lot of mothers out there, fathers, parents are feeling it for their children. Listen, guys, parents, take out a life insurance policy on your kids, right? It's asset protection, right? Funerals are so expensive. There's something called insurable interest. Insurable interest, right? As a parent, you have insurable interest to insure your child. And children, you have insurable interest to insure your parents also, right? So guys, listen, with this whole violence thing, we need to utilize life insurance policies. I'm not saying that you should go put a policy on somebody and then do something negative, right? We're not promoting that, but we should have that protection. And especially for our kids, right? When our kids get these policies, right, it's dirt cheap. If the kids get the policy, say at age 2 compared to at age 21, you might be paying for a permanent life insurance, the premium on it for like, say, $50 for a child. However, if you're 21, there ain't no way you're going to be paying no $50, right? If you want a really good policy, right? And if you're 40, that's worse. If you're 50, oh my God, right? So at the end of the day, guys, we have to utilize these investment vehicles properly. And that's the key, guys. This is the key that the rich uses. Even the banks have life insurance policies. I just found out the other day, like one of the banks in Canada, like they have they have over 20 billion. I want to make sure. Let me get my book. I think it's TD Bank, right? These banks have their own life insurance policies. And I'm like, what? Banks have life insurance policies? So if the banks are having life insurance policies, why are we not using it? It's because, guess what? We don't have the right information. We're not utilizing it for the right reason, right? We're just thinking about the death part. Don't focus on the death. There's a reason why it's called life. Focus on the life part, the sum insured part, the cash value part. So guys, listen, if you have an advisor, depending on your jurisdiction, if you're in Canada, right? I'm here, Garnet Jr., as a business coach, as an investment and insurance advisor. You can reach out to me if you want to understand these products a little bit more deeper, so I can, give you the information you need, right? However, if you're outside the jurisdiction, I can still point you in the right direction. If you want, you can reach out to me. But ask your advisor, ask persons out there about this product called life insurance, right? Or infinite banking, right? Or how to become a bank. We can all be walking banks. Thinking about that, guys. You become a bank, right? For example, say I have like $100,000 life insurance policy, and invested in it, I have in the sum insured for $80,000. Instead of going to the bank, right, and asking the bank for whatever, and they're charging me 20% interest rate, especially with the market, I go to my life insurance company and I say, hey, see that money I have right there? I need some of that. I need to take out a loan. The life insurance company says, okay, no problem, Garnet. Listen, here you go. They're gonna give you a better rate, no matter what, right? And at the end of the day, they know that if anything happens to this guy, they can always cash it out of the death benefit, right? So that's the way we have to go, guys. This is how the rich operates. And remember, these products, even in Canada, I think it was till 1982, certain products was even available to us as regular people, right? Because only the upper echelon these products were available to, right? That's the key that we have to understand. Back in the slave trade, why do you think every slave was insured? Even that I found out, I'm like, dang, that's why they did all these things, right? Everything was insured, right? Life insurance, guys, that's the product that we have to focus on. Going forward, we got to dive deep into these products. As again, let me give you the three. For the US, they have a special one. It's really, really good, the IUL policy. For Canada, right, and for other jurisdictions, they have the whole life, and they have the universal life. Remember, guys, term, and this is just me, term is just for the death benefit, or for example, you utilize it for like certain assets, right? So you have like a mortgage, right? Remember, with a house, you don't own the asset. That's the bank's asset. Although you might have mortgage insurance, well, here's the thing. If anything happens to you, you cannot go in the equity and take the equity and pay it off. It's going to be locked up. You have to find money outside of that to pay off that house. So if you use a term policy to hedge against, a house, so you can pass on, future generational assets to your kids, then you can utilize the term, but don't use term, right? Don't use term. If you want to build real wealth, you have to use those three products that I told you about, right? That's the lane that we have to move in, guys, right? If you're an athlete, right? A lot of athletes, this happens to them a lot because they don't really have, financial advisors in their circle telling them about like protecting their assets. They're just talking about invest into the stock market, real estate, whatever. But if you're an athlete out there, right? Say you're a baseball player, right? And you don't insure your arms. Say your arm goes tomorrow, right? This is your main source of income, your arms, right? If your arm is broken, you make no money. Is it insured? Do you think the team, right, owner is going to say, hey, we're going to wait on him, we're going to still pay him? Probably not. They're going to find a way to get rid of him, right? Jennifer Lopez, she's a famous, actor, Hollywood star, dancer. She insured her legs. That's her main asset, right? So that's another thing again, guys. If you're a speaker out there, right, insure your throat, loss of speech. Make sure you have a critical illness policy set up, a disability policy set up, right? And if you want a customized based on your advisor, you can get certain customized policies out there, right? If you're a speaker, insure your throat, right? If you're a football player, make sure your legs and arms are insured. If you're an athlete, right? If you're an athlete running, are your legs insured? What if tomorrow you cannot run? You will not make any money. Your eyes, right? If you have to use your eyes on a regular basis, why not insure your eyes, right? Fingers. Listen, guys, we have to level up, right? There's certain stuff out here that are in our faces and we're not utilizing, right? It's not just about making the money, it's about keeping the money also. We have to learn how to keep it and transfer it. Life insurance is one of the best ways, right? Because guess what? You can invest, right, in the different markets, make money. Certain products are guaranteed 100%, right? You can borrow against it, right? So you can get a loan against your asset while it's still growing so you don't have to touch it. You can transfer it to your family tax-free, right? And if you have a lump sum of money, you can put it into a policy, right? And it's a what? A tax write-off because it's an expense for the business if you're a business owner, right? And here's a formula for persons out there. Say you run into a lump sum of money, lottery winners. We always hear about this term, lottery winners out there, if they make the money, right, through the lottery, they lose it within 2 to 3, 4, 5 years. Listen, if you know someone who won the lottery, this is a solution. There's a product called annuity. Annuity is a solution for lottery winners. I'm giving you the game. Annuity, that's the product. What is annuity? It's basically, there's different types, but this is a common Like, this is how it works basically, right? Where you have a lump sum of money, you put it into a policy, annuity policy, right? The annuity basically pays you out as the annuitant, right? With interest, right? So it pays you back the money. So if you don't have that mindset, if you don't, have that discipline, saying that, I'm not gonna waste my money, right? I'm gonna, you don't wanna squander it, put it into an annuity, right? Where you're paying yourself out with interest, right? And then remember, because it's to a life insurance company, you can incorporate life insurance products on top of it. And here's the greatest thing with the annuity too. If, for example, you're getting paid out and something happens to you, you can assign somebody to get that money too, while having the benefit on top of it. So if anything happens to any of the family members who implement these, we're gonna be leaving the family richer, not poorer. No more, what you call it, GoFundMe, right? No more. We need to educate our community about these things. That's my message tonight, guys. For this week or for this month, I'm gonna be, giving a whole lot of information with regards to life insurance and investments, because, at the end of the day, I know I have to go a little bit deeper so you can understand it more, right? I'm just skimming off the top, right? 100%, but I have to go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna basically, dissect it and show you, how beneficial a critical illness policy is, how beneficial a disability policy is, right? How a whole life policy is, how a universal policy is, how a index universal life policy is. If you're a business owner, key person insurance, that's another thing that you have to think about, because if you have certain key persons and if they go, your business goes, so you have to insure them, right? If you have a lump sum of money, you can become your own bank, straight up. So, that's the information out there, guys. And, share this live with, your friends and your family, right? It's time for us to not just make the money, but we have to learn how to protect the money and pass it along also, right? Tax free. We ain't gonna give the government no money. Straight up, they're the one who created this product too. They helped create it, right? So we have to educate ourselves, guys, right? So it's your boy Garnet JR, right? I have a program that's gonna be launching, right, this week, called the Profit Room. If you want to be around like-minded persons, if you want to learn about these different ways how you can make money, life insurance is one, stream, right? If you want to learn about, different types of, investments that are out there, you want to be around the right people, because a lot of us out here, we just are not around the right people. We just don't know what's available, because guess what, of our social circles based, and also because of where we're living, also because there's certain stuff that are not available to us, right? There's no one just coming up, no rich person is gonna just tell you like, hey, this is what you do to become rich. No one is gonna do that for you, right? So with the Profit Room, right, I've done some stuff myself, right? I've been around certain people, right? I've listened to what they've said, and I'm like, whoa, our people needs to get this, right? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's time, right? So if you're out there and you say, you know what, I'm tired of being broke, I'm tired of like struggling every day, getting up to a 9 to 5, right? I want to figure out, I want to find like what's available out there for me. How can I make this money, right? The Profit Room is for you, right? The Profit Room. All right, guys. So, I'm going to be blasting it on my social media in the coming days, right? So just look out for the Profit Room, guys, right? So I hope this live was beneficial to my listeners out there. If you were listening, right, I hope I added value to you, right? Share this live with a friend, right? Like, comment, if you have any questions, reach out to me, right? If you're in Canada, I have a fiduciary, just I'm available within Canada to help you out with investment and life insurance, because I do have my license now. So at the end of the day, if you wanna get a little bit more information about life insurance, investments, and different ways how you can make money, you can simply reach out, right? Literally. But I hope what I've said in this live, added value to you, and share it, right? Implement it, fact check me, see if what I'm saying makes sense, guys. I honestly want you guys to do it, and then you comment on the live, please. I'm begging you, right? Just see if what this guy is saying makes sense. I want you to, fact check me. See if what I'm saying makes sense. right? And then that's gonna prompt you to do your research, and then you're gonna say, ooh, something is up. All right, guys, so it's your boy Garnet JR, Coach Garnet JR, so have yourself a blessed night, peace out.